named a lot of names up there that Shawn fought. A lot of these guys are way bigger than Shawn, maybe two weight class. How clearly do you remember all these fights that you named up there? Because I mean, those are pretty impressive victories, even for amateur fights.
Yeah, they're exceptional fighters, and a lot of those guys have gone on to fight for world titles. They are world champions, or they're in that top 2, 3, 4 in their weight class. You know what I mean? I fully expect Alexander Usyk to fight for a world title here within the next year or two. You know, at cruiserweight, Demetrius Andrade is a world champion. Danny Jacobs is a world champion. Edwin Rodriguez has fought for the world title. So a lot of these guys, you look at Jesse Hart, he's an up and coming super middleweight. Probably in the top 10 now. And he's only been a pro a few years. So all of these guys are exceptional fighters that Shawn had victories over, and it's great to be able to use that as the foundation moving forward.
Last question, Kenny. We see a lot of, now we're starting to see a lot more father-son trainer combinations. Is it better to have your father train? Is there an advantage to it as opposed to just having, another trainer that's not related to you?
Let's say this, and this is just my opinion. Everybody's got their own. If I built race cars, and I was very good at building race cars, but I wasn't a very good race car driver, I could probably teach my son how to build cars if he wanted that, and if he stuck with it, he'd be pretty good at doing that. But I may not be able to teach him how to drive the cars the way the top drivers drive. So being a father gives you some advantages, and you can have that advantage. I'm very good at building these cars, but I may not be able to drive them, and I may not be able to teach him how to drive them. So if I wasn't qualified to do the things I do with Shawn, I'd bring somebody else in that was better at it than me. That's the thing that a father being a coach has to realize and understand. You know what? This thing right here is not the thing I'm good at. I can build the cars, but I can't drive them, and I can't teach him how to drive them. So let me bring somebody in that can do that. And you got to know your role and be able to play that position and stay in your lane.
And then last thing, what can the fans expect? Big fight here coming up in March. What can they expect that night?
It's going to be a great fight. I fully expect we're going to punish him. We're going to punish him. We're going to cut this dude off. We're going to cut him up. We're gonna bruise him up. We coming, man. We coming for this kid, and then I know he's coming too, but he said he saw that Adrien caught Shawn with a good hook. Please bring that hook. Bring your hook and crank your hook up, and start working on that hook right now and bring that hook, because when you bring yours, we bringing ours. So it's gonna be a great fight.
Got me excited, Kenny. Thank you so much for your time as always.
Thank you for having me.